is Nadine with DIY Sweets. Today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make one of America's favorite classic desserts. That's chocolate chip cookies. Takes about 5 minutes to mix up and then you just bake it. It's as easy as that. So let's get started. We're going to start by putting our fat, sugar, eggs in a bowl. Let's put in our butters. We have butter and shortening. To that, we're going to add the granulated sugar, our dark brown sugar, our 2 eggs, and our vanilla. We're now going to stick this bowl onto our stand mixer. We want to use the paddle attachment onto our mixer. All we do now is we just turn this on and mix it. We want this to be a creamy consistency. Now that we have it a creamy consistency, we're going to add the flour, the salt, then the baking soda, and make the dough. Going to lower my bowl down so that I can easily get the flour in there. And then I'm going to add the salt and the baking soda. I want to scrape my beater and make sure there's nothing up here on top. It's all down in there. And then all I'm going to do is turn this on low. And I want it low so that I can get the flour all mixed in. Once the flour is mixed in and you don't see any more flour clouds, you can turn it up just a little bit. What I want to do now is I want to scrape everything down off the sides. And then I'm going to add my chocolate chips. And I just want to beat this enough to get the chocolate chips mixed into the dough. And I just want it to be low speed. When it looks like the chocolate chips are evenly distributed in the dough, then you're done. And I don't see any big chunks of chocolate chip. I'm going to bring this down and I'm just going to scrape all of my dough off of the beater. And that is how quick and easy it is to make the cookie dough. The really nice thing about this cookie dough is you don't have to cook it all at once. You can put it in an airtight container and then just take out the amount you want to cook. Let me show you how I bake the cookies. I have a cookie sheet here. You really do want to use a cookie sheet. The reason you want to use a cookie sheet is you don't want the sides that a jelly roll pan would have. You want it to have the flat surface. I also use a scoop because I like to make sure that the cookies are all pretty much the same size. This isn't a really large scoop, but it's about the size I want. Let's show you how we do it. I have my cookie dough here and I have my cookie sheet. I have not sprayed down the cookie sheet and I don't want to spray it down. It needs to be an ungreased cookie sheet. I just take my small ice cream scoop and I do a level scoop like this. I then just put it right on the cookie sheet. The next thing I do, because I want to make sure that they cook all the way through, is I do with the palm of my hand, I just smush it down. That's it. I want to space these 1 to 2 inches apart. So I just continue filling up my cookie sheet. With my cookie dough. You'll notice they're not that close together. I'm probably going to get 4 rows by 4 rows. Once I get this filled, I'll put it in the oven at 375 degrees. It says to cook for 8 to 10 minutes. I really start checking it around 6 minutes because I find it usually doesn't take as long as it says, because I don't like crunchy cookies. I like my cookies to be soft. I'm going to put these in the oven. When they're all done, I'll show you how they look. You'll notice when we pull these out of the oven, they're really poofy. I have a little trick that gets them to go flat like the cookies. You just take your pan and you lay the corner of it on the cooling rack and you let it drop. When it drops while still hot, you notice they went down. They didn't go really flat, but they went down just enough that they're the consistency you want. I just let these cool now, and then we're ready to eat them. Here's our chocolate chip cookies. See how thick and yummy they look? Mmm. Mix up a batch tonight. This is Nadine with DIY Sweets. Enjoy and happy baking.